And this really hit the most extreme, I'd say, during the Biden administration when they were trying to roll out the vaccine program. And now, I'm generally like pretty pro rolling out vaccines. I think on balance, the vaccines are more positive than negative. But I think that while they're trying to push that program, they also tried to censor anyone who is basically arguing against it. And they pushed us super hard to take down things that were honestly were true, right? I mean, they basically pushed us and said, anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down. And I was just like, well, we're not going to do that. Like, we're clearly not going to do that. I mean, that is kind of inarguably true.
Who is they? Who's telling you to take down things that
it was
that talk about vaccine side effects?
It was people in the Biden administration. I think it was I wasn't involved in those conversations directly, but I think it was.
How difficult is that to not be involved in those conversations directly? That's got to be strange too, right? Because you're running the company, but there's clearly you're moderating at scale that's beyond the imagination. The number of human beings you're moderating is fucking insane. Like, what's a Facebook? How many people use it on a daily basis? Forget about how many overall. Like, how many people use it regularly?
It's 3.2 billion people use one of our services every day. Yeah, it's wild.
More than a third of the planet.
Yes,
that's so crazy.
Yeah, and it's
almost half of Earth.
Well, on a monthly basis, it is probably half of Earth. But
so I want to say that though, there's a lot of like hypercritical people that are conspiracy theorists and think that everybody's a part of some cabal to control them. I want you to understand that whether it's YouTube or all these, whatever place that you think is doing something that's awful, it's good that you speak, because this is how things get changed, and this is how people find out that people are upset about content moderation and censorship. But moderating at scale is insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
What we were talking the other day about the number of videos that go up every hour on YouTube, and it's bananas. It's bananas. It's like to try to get a human being that is reasonable, logical, and objective that's going to analyze every video. It's virtually impossible. It's not possible. So you got to use a bunch of tools. You got to get a bunch of things wrong.
Yep.
And you have also people reporting things. And how much is that going to affect things? You could have mass reporting because you have bad actors. You have some corporation that decides we're going to attack this video because it's bad for us to get it taken down. Mm-hmm. There's so much going on. I want to put that in people's heads before we go on. Like, understand the kind of numbers that we're talking about here. Now understand you have the pandemic, and then you have the administration that's doing something where I think they crossed the line, where it gets really weird, where they're saying what you were saying. They were trying to get you to take down vaccine side effects, which is just crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, like you're saying, I mean, it's so complicated, this system, that I could spend every minute of all of my time doing this and not actually focused on building any of the things that we're trying to do. AI, glasses, like the future of social media, all that stuff. So I get involved in this stuff, but in general, we have a policy team. There are people who I trust. They're the people who are kind of working on this on a day-to-day basis. And the interactions that I was just referring to, I mean, a lot of this is documented. I mean, because Jim Jordan and the House had this whole investigation and committee into the kind of government censorship around stuff like this. And we produced all these documents, and it's all in the public domain. I mean, basically, these people from the Biden administration would call up our team and like scream at them and curse. And it's like, these documents it's all kind of out there.
Oh, did you record any of those phone calls?
I don't think we, but I think
I want to listen.
I mean, there are emails, the emails are published. It's all kind of out there. And they're like, and basically it just got to this point where we were like, no, we're not gonna take down things that are true. That's ridiculous. They want us to take down this meme of Leonardo DiCaprio looking at a TV talking about how 10 years from now or something, you're going to see an ad that says, okay, if you took a COVID vaccine, you're eligible for, for this kind of payment, like this sort of like class action lawsuit type meme. And they're like, no, you have to take that down. And we just said, no, we're not going to take down humor and satire. We're not going to take down things that are true. And then at some point, I guess, I don't know, it flipped a bit. I mean, Biden, when he gave some statement at some point, I don't know if it was a press conference or to some journalists, where he basically was like, these guys are killing people. And I don't know, then like all these different agencies and branches of government basically just like started investigating, coming after our company. It was brutal. It was brutal.
Wow. Yeah. It's just a massive overstepping.
Yeah,
and,
well,
and
I mean,
also,
I think
you weren't killing people. This is the thing about all of this. It's like they suppressed so much information about things that people should be doing, regardless of whether or not you believe in the vaccine. Regardless, put that aside. Metabolic health is of the utmost importance in your everyday life, whether there's a pandemic or there's not. And there's a lot of things that you can do that can help you recover from illness. It prevents illnesses. It makes your body more robust and healthy. It strengthens your immune system. And they were suppressing all that information. And that's just crazy. You can't say you're one of the good guys if you're suppressing information that would help people recover from all kinds of diseases, not just COVID, the flu, common cold, all sorts of different things, high doses of vitamin C, D3 with K2 and magnesium. They were suppressing this stuff because they didn't want people to think that you could get away with not taking a vaccine, which is really crazy when you're talking about something that 99.07% of people survive. This is a crazy overstep, but scared the shit out of a lot of people. Red-pilled, as it were, a lot of people because they realized, like, oh, 1984 is like an instruction manual. It's like it shows you how things can go that way with wrong speak and with bizarre distortion of facts. And when it comes down to it, in today's day and age, the way people get information is through your platform, through X. This is how people are getting information. They're getting information from YouTube. They're getting information from a bunch of different sources now. And you can't censor that if it's real legitimate information because it's not ideologically convenient for you.
Putri Ariani captured the world's attention with her angelic voice, leaving audiences in awe and judges in tears. Her performances on stage radiate confidence and talent, but few know the heartbreaking story that lies beneath her success. Born with an extraordinary gift, Putri faced challenges from an early age that would break many, yet she stood strong. Rising to fame on stages like America's Got Talent, she became a symbol of hope and inspiration, proving that dreams can come true against all odds. However, her journey was far from easy. Behind the applause and standing ovations is a story of unimaginable tragedy, a life shaped by loss, hardship, and pain. In this video, we delve into Putri Ariani's life, uncovering the moments that tested her spirit and the resilience that brought her to where she is today. This is the untold story of Putri Ariani, a tale of heartbreak, courage, and triumph. Putri Ariani was born in Indonesia, where her family quickly noticed her extraordinary talent. Even as a child, her voice stood out, and she found solace in music. Her family encouraged her passion, often saying she was destined for greatness. But Putri's childhood was far from carefree. She was born visually impaired, a challenge that would shape her life in profound ways. Growing up with a disability in a society that didn't always understand her needs was isolating. Putri faced moments of doubt, not because she didn't believe in her talent, but because the world often underestimated her. Yet, she found strength in her parents, who stood by her side every step of the way. From an early age, Putri gravitated toward the piano, teaching herself to play by ear. Music became her escape, her voice, and her identity. While her friends played outside, Putri spent hours practicing, honing a gift that would eventually captivate millions. She began performing at local events, quickly gaining recognition for her talent and maturity beyond her years. Her dreams were as big as her voice. She wanted to inspire people, showing that disability is not a limitation. Despite limited resources, Putri's family supported her ambition, helping her navigate the competitive world of music. At just 17, she stood on one of the world's biggest stages, proving that dreams are possible no matter the odds. Behind Putri Ariani's radiant smile is a story of profound loss and struggle. Her journey to stardom was not without moments of heartbreak that tested her resilience. Putri has faced challenges that most people can't imagine, including the difficulty of living in a world designed for the sighted. But the most painful moment of her life came when she experienced a devastating personal loss. While Putri has always kept parts of her personal life private, it is known that she endured the loss of a close family member during during her teenage years. This tragedy left her grappling with intense grief while still chasing her dreams. Her world was turned upside down, but even in those dark times, music became her sanctuary. Putri has spoken openly about how this loss motivated her to push forward, even when it felt impossible. She used her pain to fuel her performances, turning every note into a testament to her resilience. Songs she sang during this time, often written by her, carried an emotional depth that touched the hearts of audiences worldwide. This tragedy, though heartbreaking, became a turning point in Putri's life. It reminded her of the fragility of life and the importance of living with purpose. Her story is a reminder that even in moments of despair, there is room for growth and hope. Putri Ariani's ability to overcome her personal struggles is a testament to her incredible strength and resilience. From a young age, she faced more than her fair share of obstacles, including the pain of losing her sight. Yet, instead of allowing these hardships to define her or hold her back, she made a conscious decision to transform her pain into something powerful. Instead of letting tragedy consume her, she channeled it into her music, allowing her art to serve as both a form of therapy and a medium for expressing her deepest emotions. Through her songs, Putri was able to give voice to the silent battles she fought, turning her pain into a source of strength and inspiration. Her music became her healing process, helping her navigate the complexities of life while simultaneously resonating with millions of people around the world who face their own struggles. Every song she sang carried with it the weight of her experiences, yet it also conveyed hope, perseverance, and a commitment to rise above adversity. Her journey wasn't just about overcoming physical limitations, it was about taking ownership of her story and using it to uplift others who might be going through similar challenges. Putri's defining moment came in 2023 when she made her way to the global stage of America's Got Talent. Her audition became an unforgettable moment in television history. Singing an original song that poured from the depths of her soul, she captivated the audience and judges alike. Her raw emotion and undeniable talent were evident in every note she hit, and her story resonated deeply with all who watched. But it was more than just her incredible voice that made her performance so special. It was the way she used her personal struggles as a source of artistic expression. The judges, including Simon Cowell, were visibly moved by her performance. Simon, known for his tough exterior, couldn't hide his emotions as he praised Putri's strength, resilience, and unique voice. The moment she received the golden buzzer marked a significant milestone in her journey, a validation of all the hardships she had endured. The golden buzzer wasn't just an acknowledgement of her talent, it was a celebration of her perseverance, courage, and the emotional depth that made her stand out in such a competitive arena. But Putri's resilience didn't stop at the stage of America's Got Talent. Beyond her music, she became a fierce advocate for people with disabilities. She didn't just want to be a role model for others with similar challenges, she wanted to be a symbol of hope and proof that limitations could be overcome. Her message was simple yet powerful. Obstacles may slow us down, but they do not have to stop us. By breaking down barriers, both in her personal life and through her advocacy, Putri showed the world that nothing was impossible. Her advocacy efforts were deeply inspiring to countless individuals around the world. For many, Putri's story was a reminder that challenges can be transformed into opportunities. Whether it was through her music or her activism, she used her platform to encourage others to see their struggles as stepping stones rather than insurmountable walls. She spoke about using the pain from past experiences to fuel the fire for future success, showing that strength comes not from avoiding hardship, but from embracing and learning from it. Through determination, hard work, and an unwavering belief in herself, Putri built a career that celebrates her uniqueness and the strength that comes from overcoming adversity. Her rise to success wasn't easy, but it was a journey that proved her resilience time and time again. She didn't just overcome her pain, she used it to fuel her passion, turning it into her superpower. With her voice, her heart, and her story, Putri Ariani continues to captivate millions, proving that the power to heal, inspire, and overcome lies within each of us. Putri Ariani's journey is much more than a narrative of tragedy. It is an inspiring testament to the human capacity for triumph. From the beginning, her life has been filled with obstacles that could have stopped her, but instead of giving in, she found strength within herself to keep moving forward. Her story is a reminder that no matter how overwhelming life's challenges may feel, dreams are always worth pursuing. Putri has shown us that struggles don't define us, they shape us, helping us grow into who we are meant to be. Her music reflects this belief, sending a universal message of resilience and hope. Through her art, Putri teaches us that even in the darkest moments, there is light to be found. Her songs carry a depth of emotion that speaks to anyone who has ever felt broken, lost, or unsure of their path. Every time she takes the stage, she inspires others to see that their challenges, while difficult, can become their greatest strengths. One of Putri's most memorable quotes encapsulates her entire philosophy: "Your circumstances do not define you. What matters is how you rise above them. These words, spoken from the heart, resonate deeply with her fans, many of whom find courage and hope in her example. Her life has become a source of inspiration for people around the world, particularly those who feel unseen or underestimated. To her supporters, Putri is more than just an artist. She is a symbol of what is possible when you refuse to give up on yourself. As she continues to rise to new heights, Putri has remained deeply committed to her mission of inspiring others. Despite her growing fame, she stays true to her roots, using her platform to remind people that they are capable of incredible things. She has made it her life's work to show others that even heartbreak and loss can pave the way for new beginnings. Her journey proves that while life's scars may never fade completely, they can serve as a testament to our strength and ability to heal. Putri's music is more than entertainment. It's a message of hope. Every note she sings, every lyric she writes, is a declaration of the strength of the human spirit. She reminds us that resilience is not just about surviving hardship. It's about finding meaning and beauty in the process. Her journey is a powerful example of what it means to overcome life's darkest moments and transform them into something beautiful. As she inspires people around the world, Putri Ariani's story continues to remind us of an essential truth. While pain is inevitable, it doesn't have to